Hey everyone, welcome back. We have the microscope out. We're going to be looking at some really wild roaring skies fakes. Now, I'm going to guess that these were not even trying to be passed off as legitimate cards because they have some crazy patterns on them. It's almost like legendary collection. I would imagine that all these came from the same spot. So maybe I'm not even going to bother comparing these to a real card, but it might be interesting to see what they have going on. So you see, like, the backs don't look anything close to a real Pokemon card. But let's see what details are good, what details are bad. We didn't have our microscope where it should be at the start of the video, so please be patient, and we'll get it where it needs to be. Alright, so it looks like it was printed professionally, but you can kind of guess that, where someone probably didn't try to print a reverse hollow. So let's look at the border. We got all kinds of colors in the border rather than just a solid yellow. We have, let's take a look at the stage up top here. It's pretty cool. So super blurry, and it might be that way just because it's a scan. It looks like even our text across the top is a scan, because it is blurry. It's not that separate black layer that we see on some of the fakes and on the real cards, I guess, in general. Let's see here. Whoa, we get some wild stuff here. I think that must be like the foil. Might be a foil line or something there. Very messy card, but I mean they look pretty messy in general. So here you can see all kinds of defects. I don't know if that's the lines that we're seeing there are like foil lines, or it might be, oh, that's actually where the foil separates itself. So the foil that they used have these circles in the middle. So it looks like the entire card is a scan, and then maybe I don't know if they went light everywhere just so the foil would come through. It's hard to say exactly how much work went into planning this out beforehand, but very obviously fake, even from the foil itself. Here we go. Everything's pretty blurry. We got Fukuda. It seems like there's a theme. They like to fake the Fukuda arts. Our set symbol is messy. Our set number is messy. Let's look at the artwork itself a little bit more. So we do have the rosette. It's a very messy rosette, so I would imagine that they did some copy paste work with a scan, and then pulled out all the probably use software to pull out the, at this point we're in X and Y, so technology is probably a little bit more accessible in terms of finding a way to scan and reproduce this, and then remove all the areas without removing the black. Let's take a look at the back, and then we can take a look at the other ones real quick, just to just get an idea. So our blue, again, even though the blue is the wrong color in general on the back, which with the naked eye makes it obvious. We also have the kind of speckly border rather than the solid blue. We have our Pokemon. Let's turn it right side up for you guys. Pokemon. Our P is wrong. Our P spot, our P hole. P hole is not there. It does have a little bit of yellow in it. Our P shadow is not good. So probably just from being scanned. We are not bad in the white area here, but certainly not as perfect as the real one. And then we can see we have a little bit of a mess over here. I don't know if that's actually just like the printing process being messed up. It looks like there's extra globs of each color around there. A little bit of rainbow spray action. We'll take a look at our Pokeball medal. Cool. All right. So next up we have, I guess we can look quickly at the foil differences. So this is the color of this Pokemon, and we get Dunsparce here. Dunsparce. And then just really blotchy. All our text is really blotchy. All kinds of little errors and print defects. It's probably also not very easy to print on the material that they're using. So some of the imperfections could be that. We got a Ninja-esque here. So this is what the green foil looks like. So they're just using the dots on there and a lighter coat to let the foil shine through. And then it has this circular foil pattern built into it. And then we get those like print lines sort of effect going on. We have our red text that is not perfectly red, so typically that's added on later on. So we can see our kind of cloudy effect that happens from from it not being really crisp. It's probably just like because of the scanning. It's not a clean print from a file, it's actually just a scan file that they're tossing on this card. So it'll give you an idea of the lack of quality on the artwork itself. Is certainly an issue with this guy. You can make him fly by me. What do we got next? Natu. We'll do these real quick. A little bit of a lighter video for today. We got Natu taking a look at us. We can take a look at the purple inside with all the defects and the crazy foil effects. Same issues with all of them. They all look pretty well identical. Ooh, no, we got a little surprise on the end here. We have a different foil that we'll take a look at. I didn't even notice that there was one that was different. I don't know if, I would imagine that they probably came from the same place in the same pack. Maybe they printed some and I only ended up with one for some reason. Dragonair. Even the name in foil there on the top. It's pretty fancy. And the HP. The HP is really bad there. And our yellow sucks. Here we go. So we have a Shuppet. And we have a different hollow pattern on him. Same set. Probably, it looks like it's got the same back on it, so it's probably from the same company that faked the other ones. It could have been some AliExpress or eBay knockoffs or something that they came from. I would have obtained it through a collection purchase of some kind, but it's hard to say. They might have got it from someone else or just got passed along. Typically that stuff is purchased by parents that don't want to spend money on the real ones when they can just go on AliExpress or order online somewhere and get some knockoffs that'll make little Jimmy happy anyway, regardless. So this one's almost got like a little bit of a glitter action to it as well. There we go. You can do some cool effects in the background. Pretty terrible, but I thought these were interesting enough to make them into a video. Again, we can do all our checks that we normally do, and it's kind of good to see a variety, to see all these clones or knockoffs where they make their mistakes, because it's not always the same mistakes, but they're certainly always there, and I'm fairly confident that without the proper equipment and files that no one can actually replicate a card. So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that down below, and I'll see you in the next one.